What's up everyone, it's Kelly and today I've got another swatch and review for you. So today we're going over the new Scream Nails Mega Chrome collection. So we've got 6 new polishes to go over and they're all these blackened multi-chrome polishes. So they kind of have that oil spill look and each color has a ton of different colors within it just based on how you move your hand around. If you haven't heard of Scream Nails before, they are an independent nail polish brand that is based out of Australia, but they are available internationally. They are 10 free, meaning they are free of 10 of the potentially harmful ingredients that are often found in nail polish. They are vegan, meaning they do not use any animal-derived ingredients. They are cruelty-free, meaning they do not test their products on animals. And they're also plant-based and breathable polishes. One thing to note is that Scream Nails does come in this cutesy little bottle. It looks like an ice cream cone and the brush is actually this ice cream cone shape. I know sometimes that keeps people from trying the brand, but I have to say I do think it's pretty easy to work with. Just like the first couple of nails, it takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's very easy and I think it's still very beginner friendly. So yeah, we may as well just dive right into the swatches and then I'll talk a little bit more about my thoughts on pricing and availability, so roll the footage. So as with all of my swatch and review videos, I am using base coat underneath all of my swatches just to protect my natural nail and prevent any stains. Today I am using the Cuccio Base coat. So we'll start off with the Beast. Now if you have watched my channel and you've seen me review multi-chromes, you may know that these are very difficult to capture, but I'm going to try my best to explain them and just move my finger around so you can see at least a couple of different angles. But this first shade, when you look at it head on, it looks like this vibrant blackened green, and then around the edges it looks a little turquoise, into blue, into purple, and then even into a pinky red around the edges at very extreme angles. And this one was so opaque. It wasn't there in the first coat, but the second coat gave me such intense coverage, and as you can see, it almost looks like I have a black base on underneath it, so I was really impressed with how this one looked, and it's a really gorgeous color. Next up we have the shade Chrome Cult, and this one is a little bit more subtle as far as multi-chromes go. You still get that rainbow of color going on in here, but it's not as intense of a shift as some of the others. So this one, when you're looking at it head on, it actually looks like this turquoise color, and then it shifts into blue, into purple, and then into red and orange at more extreme angles. So you can see, looking at it head on, you really just see a couple of different shades of blue, but again, it's super opaque. 2 coats gave me perfect coverage and it really looked like it had that black base underneath it. I'm gonna keep saying that because I was just really impressed with the coverage of these, and I was impressed at how dark they got on their own. Next up we have the shade Metalhead. I feel like this is the kind of classic oil spill color that I think of whenever I think of multi-chrome polishes. So again, we've got a whole rainbow of colors here, but looking at it head on, it really looks mostly like a deep cobalt blue, and then around the edges it turns into purple, and then into pink, and into orange, and even into a little bit of like a greenish yellow at the most extreme angles. So this one's really fun. It doesn't show as many of the colors on camera as it does in real life, but you can see a little bit of that orangey red color around the edges. Now this one I noticed was only just barely opaque in that second coat, so if you have longer nails than me, you might need a third for this one. Next up we have the shade Slayer, and this one in my swatch actually looks really similar to Metalhead, but I think they're pretty different. This one head on looks like more of a turquoise color, and then it shifts into this pinky fuchsia purple kind of color, and then from there it melts into a kind of orange yellow and then into a green. So obviously all of these colors kind of have the whole rainbow going on. It really just depends on the color that you're looking head on with it, but this one I would say shifts a little bit more into that yellow green blue kind of color, whereas the other one shifted a little bit more into like a reddish orange color, and this one I would say is a little bit more turquoise than that deep blue. Also, this one did require 3 coats. I would say this is the most sheer of the collection. Next up we have the shade Hardcore, and this one is another one that actually ended up being fairly sheer. So you can see in the first coat it was really not giving me too much coverage, so this was another one that I ended up needing 3 coats for. Now this one, when you're looking at it head on, it looks like this very vibrant violet color, and then it shifts into a really intense red, and then into orange, yellow, green, blue. So this one I think is really interesting because I love seeing these 2 sharply different colors when you're looking head on at the nail, so you can see both that cool toned purple and that very vibrant red. But again, this one did take 3 coats for full coverage, just a little bit more sheer than some of the others, so something to keep in mind. And last but definitely not least, we have the shade Thrashed. This is actually the color that I am wearing in the intro and outro to this video, and this one is probably my favorite of the collection, which is interesting because I usually lean a little bit more towards the blue, purple, green kind of multichromes, but this one was just so opaque and incredible. I absolutely fell in love with it as soon as I started applying it. So the color of this one, head on, it's like a pinky red color, and then it shifts into this orange that just looks so alive. It's like almost like these burnt embers on the nail, and then from there it shifts into yellow and into green. So it's just so beautiful. It feels like a gorgeous fall color, but obviously I'm wearing it right now because I'm in love with it, so you can really wear it anytime. So here are all of the shades together, and I really enjoyed them. I think the formula was very easy to work with overall. We had a lot of really nice opaque shades here that I was really impressed with the coverage on, but all of them are very self-leveling. They're very smooth and workable. They don't dry too quickly, so you don't have to worry about it getting lumpy and bumpy on the nails as well. But yeah, we have a nice set of colors here. Now, one thing about multichromes is there's only so many colors that you can create with a multichrome, so I don't necessarily see anything completely new in these colors, but I definitely appreciate the formulas, and I definitely appreciate seeing different brands do their take on these kinds of polishes because I like to see the different formulas and opacities that I can work with. So those are the polishes, and like I said, I think many multichromes look very similar. As far as I'm aware, there's only so many different colors you can get with multichrome pigment. So one of the main things that I like to keep in mind when I'm trying new multichromes is the formula. And I think about half of these have a really, really opaque formula. About half of them are a little bit more on the sheer side and might need 3 coats for longer nails. But as far as the opaque ones, I was really impressed with them. So I think it really comes down to what you're looking for. If you want to wear the polish on its own, I think that you're looking for a more opaque formula. If you want to wear 1 coat over black and kind of save the polish and make it last a little bit longer, then the sheer ones are going to be your best bet. I do have a lot of multichromes from different brands at this point, so I'm thinking I might want to do a comparison video. If you missed it, I just recently started a new series where I'm comparing the same polish across different brands. So far I have done my black linear hollows, and I've also done my silver linear hollows, so maybe we can do a multichrome one as well, because like I said, I think we have some similar colors here, and it really just kind of depends on the formula and how opaque it is, and also the value of the polish. So maybe we will do that. Let me know in the comments if you want it. So these polishes come in 10 milliliter bottles, and they retail for $13.50 USD on the Ice Cream Nails website, but I do also have a discount code, so you can use the code KELLI20 to get 20% off your order there. So I'm going to link all of that down in the description. You can check that out if you're interested. But yeah, I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are. What do you think of these multichromes? Which one is your favorite? And would you like to see a multichrome comparison? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments. We can chat about it. If you enjoy my swatch and review videos, please give this one a thumbs up. It lets me know I'm doing a good job. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I put out new videos every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. Huge shout out to my Cosmic Admirals on Patreon, Amanda M, Rocket Man's daughter, and Paula. I really appreciate your support, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye. Today's fun fact is actually a little bit different. I'm not answering a question. I am just sharing some exciting news that I've been waiting to tell you on YouTube, and that is that I started a podcast. I did already bring this up on Instagram, and I also mentioned it in my community tab, so this might not be news for everybody, but I'm really excited about it. So it's actually not nail polish related, but if you've been watching my fun facts for a few years, you might have picked up on the fact that I have really missed out on a lot of very popular franchises. I've never seen Lord of the Rings, I've never seen Star Wars, Star Trek, I haven't seen pretty much any of the Marvel Universe movies, I haven't seen The Matrix or Doctor Who, any of these very popular nerdy franchises. So me and my friend Leah decided to start a podcast where I watch all of these shows and movies for the first time and give my opinions on it. We started with The Lord of the Rings, so the first season is all about the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and basically we go through chunks of the film film and I give my predictions on what I think is going to happen. And spoiler alert, I have a lot of really bad predictions. So the podcast is live on most streaming platforms. It's on Apple, it's on Spotify, it's on Google Podcasts, it's on Amazon Music. I'll leave a whole list down in the description so you can check that out. The show is called It's All Geek to Me, and we post a new episode every Thursday. And as of the filming of this video, I believe we have 5 or 6 episodes up, so you can also binge listen to them if you want. They're pretty short episodes, usually around 20 minutes each. But yeah, I'm really excited. I hope you guys are enjoying the podcast so far. And for those of you who are listening for the first time, I hope you enjoy it. Let me know all your thoughts. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.